Oh, baby. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Hidden Power. This is a Pokemon podcast. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. We got some
really
we got
excited
some new
for today's Hootenanny.
Yeah, Pokemon Legends ZA information. We got some new rumors, some new images. We just reviewed a bunch of images over on our Clips channel, Hidden Power Plus. If you're not subscribed over there already, go check that out. Today's a little bit impromptu. We didn't even know we were going to go live, but we said, you know what? It's the end of the month. We got a lot of random stuff happening.
Dusty and I are traveling, kind of.
We are, but right now I'm just in the studio. The dog wants to go out, but she's going to wait. She's a little baby. Anyways, this is a Pokemon podcast. We're going to be talking about Legends EA today. We're going to be talking about Switch 2 today. We're going to be talking about some potential rumors today. We're going to be talking to you guys in the chat today. If you guys have any questions, super chats will always get priority. And we also got, stay tuned, new merch drop coming later today. We're going to show you the new design. I'm super excited.
There might be a folksy musical number too.
Yes, there could be.
This is a Hootenanny.
We got a whole.
Yeah, I was like,
here's the thing.
It has to be.
My name's DustyGogoat, and I'm also with the LumiosePost.
Hello.
And I also got SoulSilverArt here. Proper intros.
Is he frozen?
What happened?
Yeah, he
he was frozen. I thought he was doing a bit.
But how are you guys doing in the chat right now? I see
Somebody
Epic
froze.
Randomness, Mazar's here, D Stampy. I see Jake was here earlier, Kyogre. Who else we got?
They came in too early.
Evan Scott. We got Awesome Frame. Gendy's here. Colby Jones.
Frame, what up, bro?
Who else is here? Lewis is here. Sky King. Kuro's here. Nice. Kuro got the holiday postcard. I had to send it to him again because it never made it to him. Which we got to talk about that at some point. We got to plan a holiday card for this year as well.
I made it.
Okay, guys. So we want to show you this. We just did a whole breakdown of this, but what do you guys think about this? This is making me freak.
They've all seen it.
Oh.
They've all seen it as well.
I don't know, dude. You say they've all seen it, but
they have.
We're talking about in the Discord, so our Discord peeps have seen it.
yeah,
You're the only one that hasn't seen it somehow.
I
'cause
don't
you haven't
think
been
so,
on Twitter.
man. I guess maybe it's been out.
The
for...
Rockruff is a bit newer. I only saw the Rockruff this morning.
Yeah.
So what this is an image, and the post that came with this image, this collage, was that it's a Thunder Rockruff, and bro, I've fallen in love, right?
I knew you would. I knew you would be excited about this.
This is so cool. And with this image, it also detailed like this new like Fire Steel Dubwill. It mentioned new Megas for the Johto starters. But I gotta be real with you, like this Rockruff has just sold me. Like this Rockruff is just beautiful. It's so cute. Yeah. And the idea that, I don't know, man, I'm just obsessed with like in my mind, new Pokemon. I know these Pokemon are probably, they're like 10 years old, but like, or 8 years old.
Yeah, but
like,
that Rockruff looks like something.
It does.
It's not even Rockruff. It's just Rockruff's face. That's about it.
Like a thunder, like a magnetic Rockruff, and it's got like this flowing mane on it. I didn't even say this in the video, but I'm just thinking about it. Like, can you like the concept of the big bad wolf, right, wearing the sheep's clothing? What if this like
kind of what it looks like?
Yeah, this little.
Yeah, because with the double.
Oh, that's interesting. But as Rockruff evolves into the big bad wolf, maybe it's got this like it's covered in this cloud, this thunder cloud, right? To play on that little trope.
That was like a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Yori hates it.
But do you guys actually think this is real? Because it gets me excited.
No, I don't think it's real. We should have said that in the thing.
We did say that in the thing.
I think it's real. Listen, I think it's real.
You think it's real?
Too many
in your heart. You've got a gun to your head, DustyGogoat. Is this real?
Yes.
Say no, or you're dead.
You say yes.
I think there's
DustyGogoat just died.
I think there's too many people who want to like I've been through too many hype cycles where these images are people debunk them and they end up being real. You know? I guess I've also seen the flip side where like people buy into something
really
and then it's
debunk them though, or do people just go, "Oh, I think this is fake"? Like I've actually seen like breakdowns of this is fake and here's why.
Well, there's no but there's no form. I guess you're right. There's no formal like trial. You know, like we're not like collectively deciding as a group that like the fate of Like we're not we're not deciding if it's actually real or fake. But
You have
usually
to weigh
the sentiment
these all together.
there's just listen. I just let the butterflies.
So that
flutter
Mega
in your belly.
Meganium sprite, you think that Mega Meganium sprite is real?
No, I guess.
Okay, well
no, I
then
think
you
this is
don't
fake.
think this is real because it's all the same source.
Yeah, I'm with you. I really think I really hope Legends like this art style right here of this Mega Meganium is basically a copy of what they did in Scarlet and Violet and BDSP with the menu sprites, but I really hope Legends EA follows the close-up of the face in the menu icon, or for the menu in the menu, like in Legends Arceus, where you see like the Pokemon's face. Like I like that
It was
so
that way
much.
in Battle Revolution too. I do love.
Oh,
that
it's so
style.
good. Shout out to the Rogue Emerald for becoming a channel member. Welcome to Legendary.
Oh, what's up?
I forget.
Welcome.
Have they already been a member? They used to be on my channel for a while.
Oh.
Have they been part of the Hidden Power universe?
I'm gonna be honest. We have a lot of members because y'all rock, so it's
That's
hard
true.
for me to remember every
That is
single
true.
name.
I was gonna start reading some people off that are in here.
But I
like
definitely recognize them.
Podcast.
But it might be from comments and stuff. But
Sure.
either way.
Yo, Daedra's in the chat.
Daedra's in
Noivy's here. Jordan's here. Podcast. This is so much fun.
SoulSilverArt's here.
Anyways, all right, let's get down. We've been just chit chatting, but this is this whole review of this rumor is going to be on the second channel. But I think our first topic today, we got some new information or new posts from Koo. Listen, I'm out of the loop. Soul, you want to deliver this for us?
This is a tough one to deliver, but yeah, it's just.
Is it on your
you have to-
page?
I put it in
I got
in
it.
our chat. So you
Is
can
it
just
in
pull
the
it.
highlights?
Is this it?
You can just
There
go
we
to his post.
Click
not
his
mine.
click his post right there. That's on that post.
The quote.
There you go. Because there's a comment where he responded to someone.
Oh, I forgot
And
about that. I was gonna
That's
take.
a.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna take a
so what is this,
screenshot.
guys? What is this? I have no idea what this is. You guys wanted to
This
talk
is
about this.
Koo.
What is this?
Koo is a leaker in the Pokemon sphere. Whether you believe him or not is I don't care. I do believe him,
I
and
don't
he
believe him.
says, "Wonder what they are cooking right now." Upside down smiley face. Still nothing placed on our table. Then we could move on to the next part.
So what's the interpretation here?
Well, there's a comment. Scroll down
Yeah.
and see if you can find us where he responded to someone. Maybe I don't know why we were unable to find it. Maybe go to his page and go to his replies.
Yeah, go to replies. That's what I would have done.
Because he basically explains what he means.
Perfect.
You see, so this person said
Okay.
dot, and Koo said maybe a development delay.
Right. Which I'm gonna need to post on mine because I forgot completely. I read this as a whole when I first saw it, and I was gonna post a screenshot and I didn't, which was stupid. I could actually edit it probably.
You're not stupid, soul.
Anyway, to explain what I think this is about, it could be him saying maybe a development delay, meaning that Legends ZA might come out later than we're thinking now, than we've been thinking. So that would push back a lot of
Yay!
stuff. Yeah, that would push back a lot of stuff. So like Black and White remake believers out there, I don't know, guys. It's looking pretty grim. I was barely hanging on before, and now after this little fun thing, I'm just like, it doesn't matter with you. How's the song go? The Black
What are
and
you
White song
holding
go.
right now?
It's a Black and White thing.
Oh.
I literally just had like these things for my chords that I was gonna wrap up.
Pipe cleaners? What are those?
Like, you know, when you put chords.
Dude, is that
together,
a hint?
like,
Put it. Screen cap this.
Yeah,
Put
it's
it on
not
Twitter.
pipe
This is a
cleaner.
hint. This
Red
is
ties.
literally a
You're being
hint.
really stupid. That's what it is. How's the Black and White song go? Here he goes.
It's not always black and white. It's not always black and white.
No, I think
That's
it's
it.
but your heart always knows what's right. Something like
Yeah.
that.
So your heart always knows what's right, guys. I don't know. My heart's telling me that I don't know if a Black and White remake is. I don't know, because if Koo's saying that things are being delayed, then everything gets delayed, bro. Everything.
Yep.
I don't
Yeah,
think he has
so-
any info. I think we're about to get switched to information, and then they're going to be like, guess what? Legends EA info.
Okay.
That said,
Before you say something, Lumi, that is a possibility. I don't know if this is what you're going to say because a lot of times we have the same thought process, but it is a possibility that just like in February when we didn't know anything about Legends ZA,
Yeah.
we just might not know anything about Legends ZA. Like they are
That's what
literally
I'm saying.
keeping it so close that it's just not getting leaked. Because that's what he's saying. Like all he's saying is it's not getting leaked. So it doesn't mean that they're necessarily behind or whatever. That's what he's assuming, which that would make the most sense because they leak all the time. But maybe the Pokemon company is just like, we're trying a new thing where we're actually trying to not get our games leaked.
I
You know what I mean?
imagine that would have to be a response to the Kaka stuff back in
Right, and that was
Scarlet Violet,
huge.
where
That was
he
huge.
leaked like literal images of the game, and by the time he was done leaking, we may not have seen, but we knew of every single Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet. Like we knew, oh, there's a sushi and a sushi chef, and there's a flamingo and all this. I will say too, even if, because right now, before Ku said there's a potential delay, the majority were thinking like a May-June release for Legends EA. Am I correct in that assumption, Mr. Art?
Right.
Okay. So even if that gets pushed back, let's say that gets pushed back to September.
That's
2
still
months
in the
after
window.
September is November, and that would be when the black and white games come out. And you might go, oh, that's too close together. But then I would like to present to you where in November, they released Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and 2 months later in January, they released Legends Arceus. So it's not...
As long as
wouldn't
it's not past
necessarily be.
September, as long as the release date is not past September, there's always a possibility.
Especially because, too, like, you also have the fact that these are developed by different companies. So development-wise, this wouldn't affect anything like that. You know what I mean? Like the people who are working on Legends EA are not the same people. They're not even the same company that's working on the Black and White remake. So just because there's development delays with Legends ZA doesn't mean there's any development delays with Black and White. I mean, another thing, too, is if we're assuming, because a lot of people assume Black and White remakes were supposed to come out this year and got delayed, whether that was because they're playing for the Switch 2 and the Switch 2 got delayed, or they decided to move them to be Switch 2 games, there's a very high chance that game is like very close to being done. Not done, you know? Like it's just true. Literally sitting on a shelf in Ilka or Pokemon Works office, you know?
Especially because the whole idea that we've come up with and that, you know, I believe in is that it's to showcase the Switch 2 a lot. So it's like, you know, they will want it to be coming out with the Switch, not with it, but close by. You know what I mean? To the Switch 2. Also, yeah, you know, like Gen 10 is not going to come out with the Switch 2. You know, it's a little different. So
Magnemite's getting some love in the chat right now, guys.
It's because you distracted them.
No, this is good conversation. I think I just want to. We did a pretty bad job early on. Actually, hold on. We got like 100. We got 200 people live right now in chat. That's kind of insane,
What's up, guys.
That is kind of insane.
It's a typical Soul live for me today because I'm not going to be able to stay as long as the boys.
Well, I just wanted to say we also want to talk about we got a theory that someone sent us to our email hiddenpowerpodcast@gmail.com. We also take voice memos if you want to send those over our web. We're going to read that later. We also want to talk about Palworld a little bit.
The voice memo where we already know who we're talking about, you know, and he was like, he called me a majestic Wingull. I remember that.
I'll never forget it.
That was the most beautiful thing I've ever
That was
received in
good,
my life.
yeah. That was a pretty good app. That should be a clip at some point. And we also want to discuss Palworld and that briefly, and we also got some Switch 2 stuff to talk about, just to fill you guys in as we're yapping here in the beginning. This is a pretty relaxed ep, but yeah, I don't know. Overall, I think I'm just looking towards the future, man. I've forgotten about the Black Gen 5 remakes. I've forgotten about them. I'm done. I'm no longer a believer.
We're looking to the future as well.
Yeah. It is funny
though. You could
no
longer be a believer, especially after today with that stuff from Ku. But
yeah, I think
all I'm saying too is the Switch 2 leaks, because we're going to talk about that later.
Yeah,
I believe they were saying that the Switch 2's black and white, like the base color is black and white.
Yeah,
and hypothetically,
That's
black
true.
and white is like a launch game for the Switch 2.
Yep.
No,
I know it's written in the. It's like so poetically perfect. Like
no,
the
it's
Switch
done,
2 is
guys.
black and white.
No, it's
Pokemon
done.
black and
it's
white.
done. The original Switch was black and white.
Dang, I had a thought and I lost it.
Okay, well then let's move on.
Here it is.
Then let's move. What? Okay, the thought. Let's move on now. This is from another Zach. It's not Zach the LumiosePost, but this is from Zachary. In our email. Hey guys, and I might. Oh, it's Kingslayer. It's Kingslayer. From it's Jamie Lannister. It's from our.
I was like, it's Jamie
from our
Lannister.
Discord. From I'm pretty sure he's in the Discord. I saw him on Twitter letting us know about this. But this is hey guys, Kingslayer here with a theory or two for you. Hold on, I just want to preface by saying that you guys are by far my favorite podcast that I listen to. You stay the number one source for all Pokemon theory content, not to mention the best tier list there are, bro. Always enjoy getting to break up the monotony of work on Thursdays and the occasional bonus episode from Dusty. Okay. Stay awesome, guys. I can't wait for the next episode. I appreciate that. Honestly, when people talk about like listening to us at work, that gets me right in the feels. That's like when I get like a little bit emotional because that is literally it's like that's why I wanted to make this show. I'm like, I need something that I want to listen to at work to get me through the day. So I appreciate that, man. Anyways, the reason why we're here are my theories. So I've been listening back to most of the recent episodes with Jake. Oh, there we go. I have not even read this, and I can't seem to scratch the itch in the back of my mind. What is Project Azoth? Who or what is Azoth? Well, let's say Azoth is the name of the A legendary. My theory branches off the Ultra Wormhole and teleportation discussion. What if Azoth is a legendary Pokemon with these psychic powers that it uses to manipulate your dreams? Black and white. So when you go to sleep, this Azoth Pokemon comes to you in the dreams and shows you these visions of Kalos before people took it over and turned it into the region we know today. And that's where you catch your wild Pokemon. You play through these dream sequences kind of like Assassin's Creed, if that makes sense. Thoughts so far?
I dig it. I'm gonna pull up this email on my end too, so that I can read it because I'm one of those people who has to read to comprehend.
Sure. So that was the first theory. I don't know if you guys have any initial thoughts.
Let me read it so I can digest it.
See what Lumi says. I was reading a super chat that came in. Actually,
we'll read that in a second. Trainer XTV.
I think that. So I will say I don't think that Azoth will be the name of the A legendary, but that's because I don't necessarily think the A has to be an A legendary. You know what I mean? Like the A could be in reference to AZ. The A could be in reference to a Pokemon that already exists, like Arceus. The name could be in reference to Project Azoth and not, it not be a Pokemon.
Yeah, I guess the idea is that there's going to be an A legendary because, listen, 1 time is not a pattern, 2 times is not a pattern. But we have Legends Arceus, and we know that's obviously Arceus is a Pokemon. We have Legends ZA, and very obviously through the stylization of the Z in the title of Legends ZA is going to be Zygarde. So the assumption is, okay, how do we complete this? The A would likely also be in reference to a Pokemon. And I think that's a sentiment that a lot of people hold.
Yeah, I will say too, I'm trying to think of how to say this. I think it's a good theory, like, because this is not the first time I've seen people say, like, maybe it's you're playing like through a dream or whatever.
Yeah. And
I don't think it's a bad theory. Like, so I'm not saying, I don't like this theory, but I'm saying I hope that's not the case. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't. This is picky on me. At the end of the day, it's a video game, and I'm playing the video game, whether the video game's set in a dream or not. But I like to feel like I'm having an impact on the world, and if I'm just playing around in, some 10-year-old protagonist dream, like that's not.
It's like not even
I'm not
real.
having an impact on the world. You know what I mean? Because that's another thing too. Is I like, I'm
unless what you do in the dream
like,
affects the real world.
And if that's the case, then
like the hidden ability, dream world abilities.
Well, even that one, that's not a ton, right? Like that's kind of that's affecting like the Pokemon you get, but it's not like affecting like the world, like the story or whatever. And that's another
Sure.
thing too, is like if all the story takes place in a dream, then basically all the lore of that story is fake. You know what I mean? And so that's another thing is I'm excited for, I think X and Y were some of the most, if not the most lore heavy, like for what they mean for the greater Pokemon world. Those and Sinnoh are like the biggest lore games. And so I would be pretty upset if our return to Kalos is all in a dream. So basically, any lore you get from this game is irrelevant. It's
Yeah.
fake. It's made up. But that's me being picky. That's not any shot at this theory. Just at Game Freak's decision to do this if they
Yeah.
did this.
This is not unrelated to what you're saying, but I just wanted to give my thoughts on his theory a little bit, or her, whoever it is.
Yeah. Zachary.
Zachary. I don't really have too many thoughts other than I'm going to be researching Azoth a whole bunch coming up, because that was like on my list of things to do for breaking down things on Twitter. And when I saw the episode that you guys did with Jake, I was like in pain because I had Azoth in my back pocket just like chilling, like, because it's very related. And I mean, if you watch the episode, Jake like literally lays it out in the best way possible. I don't even know if I can find much more research on it than what he already did. But the whole like it being the beginning and the end thing is huge, I think. So I do think that it's very possible that it plays a role, especially because it was mainly Oras that it was mentioned in. And so it's just like tying it back into Mega Evolution and Oras. I think Azoth could be something. It could be the name of AZ. It could be have something to do with the Ultimate Weapon. There's tons of stuff, but I'm excited about it.
Like imagine we
Even
just saw
though
like a younger AZ.
I
Yeah.
think we will.
Like they went back in time and it reversed the name to just AZ.
I mean, he's gonna be there almost no matter what.
I think
Unless-
I saw a thumbnail of a YouTube video, didn't watch it, but it basically suggested the theory was that AZ is the result of like a human becoming mega evolved or whatever.
I can see that.
Right, which is kinda cool.
Kind of what happened.
Yeah.
That's kind of
I
what
mean,
happened.
yeah, in a way it is, right? Like it's all linked to, like if Mega Evolution is occurring from like, or has to do with Infinity Energy, the Ultimate Weapon, was using Infinity Energy. AZ gets exposed to Infinity Energy,
Sure.
and now is gigantic and lives forever. I mean, that's basically
Yeah.
what happened. He
Valid.
basically mega
That's what
evolved.
happens to a human. You get to
Yeah.
live forever.
Hey, let's
should we-
read. Let's read
Yeah, go
Trainer
up.
XTV's super chat.
Just
Appreciate
directing
the
it.
support, man. Thank you for supporting the stream. Would love to see if
Thank
we
you.
can get some hearts, some emojis in the chat for
Hearts,
Trainer
hearts,
XTV.
hearts.
They write, I've been saying this on your Twitter, Soul. We will get PLZA news in February, and the release date will be November 2025 to maximize sales.
I agree with half of that. Actually, at this point, with what Ku just said, it's possible now. Before I didn't believe it was possible, but now that he's saying that there might be a delay in Legends ZA development, which I just want to be clear about what he's saying. He's saying that there might be a delay in Legends ZA development because he hasn't heard any leaks come from it yet. And it's just odd that by this point, there should already be some, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And because there isn't any, it must be behind, or so that's why. To address what you said, I still think that it could be like what Lumi said, and it could come out. I'm thinking, before I was thinking June, and now I'm thinking August. Like, that's the delay in my mind. And if that happens, then we could still get a Black White remake. Maybe we don't, though. Maybe it comes out in October, and that's it. And you're kind of right. Even if it came out in November, then you would be fully right. But
Yeah, I don't think to add to that, if it happens to be a November release, I think it was delayed because I really don't think that they would announce a Pokemon game on February 27th of 2024 that was not releasing until, like, at the time they knew this is not going to come out until November of
Yeah.
2025.
Scary.
Literally.
Oh no, we have to wait 2 years for a new title.
That
That's
is
like
a
every other
year
fandom.
and 9-month difference. I've said it once and I'll say it again. You could have a baby, you could wait 3 months, and then you could have another baby.
Damn. That's
It's
inspiring.
unless it's something new that Pokemon Company's trying to do, which because other game companies do this all the time. They'll announce a game and it won't come out for years, but they
Yeah.
just announced it just
That's
to
true. It's
announce
like
it.
this is the one they're hyping up. That's crazy. They're trying to speed run like the hype for Elder Scrolls 6. They're trying to be like, what if we get this just as hyped, but just in a year and 9 months?
I just want to say that like it is not typical for Pokemon to do this. If they did it this way, then it would be a completely new thing, and we still would never know.
I don't
we
think
would
they're
never
going to
know.
stick with it. Like you say, it's a new thing, and yeah, okay, sure, that could happen. I don't know if that means it's going to happen forever now.
We would never know because the next game will be Gen 10, and it'll be the year
we're just
after.
Gonna get it like 8 months later.
Like it's just going to be the year after, so we will never
Bro,
know if
spoiled.
it was like if it was intentional or if it was just like an actual delay. And so the only people we have to go off of are leaks. And so if Ku is saying that, then maybe he's right about it. But I don't know. We got some more things. Theo became legendary.
Oh, let me see. Yeah, we got.
Welcome.
Oh shoot, we got a bunch of people.
And Iceberger.
Theo became he joined the channel member. What are we calling it? He became a channel member. Theo joined, Iceberger joined, and Jark became a member for 11 months. Jark says perhaps dream sequences could be like the space-time distortions to catch rarer Pokemon and see Lumiose in different time periods. That's really cool. Yeah, dude. If you guys want to support if you guys want to join if you become a channel supporter on YouTube or Patreon, you get access to our entire archive of bonus episodes. Some of those are with some of our friends, other YouTubers. You get access to our secret Discord server, so check that out. Links are in the description.
So with what Jark just said, though, it's actually pretty interesting. I know we've talked about it a lot about like what time frame the game is in, but I've been hearing some new info here and there, and I'm just like, what if it's like in the present, but you really do travel to different times? That'd be pretty
that would
sweet.
be cool.
Like that's
you just get like
what
glimpses of. Yeah, you get glimpses of the past. That would be pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, literally. I keep thinking of that, but that's the only other game I've ever played.
My gosh.
Jake says, have you guys seen the Pokemon Generations episode about AZ? Just watched it for the first time, and it's one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. Okay, I didn't read the second half of that.
Yes, I have.
I did not read the second half of that.
Dusty
I was like, what is this amazing insight?
I watched all of them and took tons of screenshots for content on Twitter, like before I left for Italy in May. So I still have them all saved, and I'm actually getting to the point where I have nothing else to post because we're in the biggest drought ever, and I'm dying.
Just my entire timeline is like Sabrina Carpenter, and like what else? That might be it.
Please get that out of here.
Please.
It's just because we're in a drought. Daedra, Pokemon friend of creator, friend of the show,
neighbor,
neighbor of Soul, did actually join the Discord. He joined he became a Patreon supporter a couple days ago. But we were chopping it up in the Discord, and he said Beast Discord unironically most sane community in the Pokemon community. So if that's a testimonial. That's amazing.
Thank you.
And honestly, Daedra, we got to get you on the podcast at some point. Truthfully, I'm just looking through these. We got more from that email, but I'm just looking through this shite right now. I said it like with an accent, so that's actually not a swear. You guys know I don't like to swear. Let's see.
I'm just reading the chat.
Yeah. Okay. So second theory from Kingslayer. My second theory is about the Mega Pokemon and the Alphas from PLA, Pokemon Legends Arceus. What if instead of Alpha Pokemon, we get Shadow Megas? Think back to the Volcanion and Magearna movie, which I have not seen, which I'll remember was set in the Azoth Kingdom. When the evil team would force their Pokemon to Mega Evolve, they take on the purplish glow and their eyes would turn red. Very similar to Shadow Pokemon in XD Gale of Darkness. So what if Team Flare or whoever it might be is forcing their Pokemon to Mega Evolve to help them with tasks and then just discarding them into the wild afterwards. Then leaving us to come capture and purify these Mega Pokemon. Another way I can see this working is similar to the wild Terra Pokemon of Scarlet and Violet. You're wandering around the overworld, and you see this Pokemon with a strange and eerie glow. The music changes suddenly, and when you encounter this Pokemon, it cries out and Mega Evolves into this large, shadowy Pokemon that you then have to defeat.
Mega Wave.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Mega Wave.
This is very similar to... it's been a long time since I've said this, so I'll probably say this, and then people will be like, it's not remotely similar. Shadows of Almia. That's the second Ranger game, I believe. That was like something that the evil team was doing, was they had these devices that like could like mind control Pokemon, and like they'd go on a rampage because they'd get like all confused. And you basically, as a ranger, had to go and like capture to purify the Pokemon. So it's very similar to that. But I don't know.
These are fun ideas. These are
fun ideas. My only pushback on if it'll happen is because, like they said, it's been done in the movie. It's been a similar thing's been done in XD Gale of Darkness. A similar thing's been done in Shadows of Almia. I just really think that will go a different direction.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope there's not an evil team. I love that Legends Arceus.
Why?
You need something. I do like that there's some sort of
Legends
organization.
Arceus, I liked that there was like the problem was like external. It was basically nature. Like you're fighting like something. It's not a person pulling strings.
There's a conflict. Yeah, but it's not like
happening.
a big. It's not.
I
like
mean,
an
I guess
80s
Volo is
movie
kind
villain.
of pulling strings, but you get what I mean. Like the central plot.
He's taking advantage. He's riding a wave.
Yeah,
he's like the singular evil person instead of like a team, though.
Yeah,
yes,
I would love to see
that
a
was
team.
something too. Like let's bring back Volo. Let's just go ahead and solidify him as Pokemon Thanos. I'm here.
He's the main villain.
Did you guys
He's
hear
the Bowser?
Did you guys see there was a rumor about like a new Let's Go game with the Kalos starters?
Get out of here.
I'm not kidding. It had like a lot of credibility. It kind of functions similar
I did not
to.
see that.
You didn't see this? It functioned.
No.
It was describing a game that functions similarly to
How
like
old is this?
Mystery Dungeon. It was this week. I don't know.
Sounds like a game that I would throw in the trash can.
They didn't call it Let's Go, but it was like the concept was like it was it's like the Synchro Machine. That's how it was describing it.
I still think the Synchro Machine is going to be in Legends.
Oh yeah,
that's
for sure,
just
for sure,
me.
for
Sure.
I
don't know. I think it could be
There's
cool.
a few things we missed, Dusty.
Yeah, Fairy Fantasia became a member for 4 months. Fairy Fantasia,
the sweetest thing ever.
Commenting on every single secret power, giving us their legit thoughts. I love it so much. So appreciate.
Did you read what
Oh
they
no,
said?
reading it
'Cause
now.
it's so sweet.
Wanted to use my milestone chat. I love you guys. Keep it up. My youngest yells Pokemon when she sees you up on my phone. Yo!
Isn't that like the best feeling? It's just
I love that. I love that so much.
Real. It's
I
like
love that.
A kid, man, says that. It just our dumb faces and thinks about Pokemon.
No, I love that. I love that. That honestly warms my heart. Yeah. That's so good. My niece was like telling me the other day. She was like, she FaceTimes me or whatever, like on Facebook, and she was like, all right, come in the other room. I have to tell you a secret. And she's like, okay, the next time I visit, can we record a YouTube video at your house because you have the camera and she's like, you have the setup. And she's like, but what do you want to talk about? and she's I don't know. It's so cute. I'm like, there's no magic here. But then I have to remember, like, for a kid, it's like pretty exciting, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fantasia, thank you so much. We see your comments all the time.
Shout
so
out to your
appreciative.
kid.
Yeah, tell him or her we said hi.
Yeah,
for sure.
And then also let us know what their favorite Pokemon is.
Yeah.
Theo with the super chat. Theo, thank you so much. The time travel interdimensional stuff could be sick. Imagine being able to link into other save files within your Switch, the same as home, and be able to drop into other regions. That's
intense.
That's so cool. Let's get some emojis in the chat for Theo. That's nuts, dude. That is nuts. That would be
the
so cool.
dream.
I really like. I want every time we think of a cool idea, we want to like dial it back. But then we got to remember like Black and White. It wasn't implemented very well, but they had a challenge mode that you could unlock after you beat the game, and it had to do with like there are so many like I guess like not interdimensional, but like you had to like connect to other things and like reset your game, and then it unlocked stuff, and that was way too complex for me. But I think it's super cool.
I hated that. Like you finally do a difficulty mode, but you have to beat the game.
And I've never done it because of that.
Right.
I'm not gonna reset my game, but Young Smokey with the huge super chat. Thank you so much, Young Smokey. Always coming in and blessing the stream. Dude.
And also, too, Young Smokey's an Arceus level supporter.
Young Smokey.
Bro, thank
too
you
much.
so much.
We appreciate you so much.
My goodness.
Let us get some. Please give us the emojis in the chat, guys. Show Smokey some love. So Young Smokey says, so when it comes to Legend ZA, I just want Totodile. I don't care what else happens. I think I'm there
Smokey,
with you.
I'm with you. I'm so with you.
I'm that way about Snivy.
Yeah,
but Totodile would be really good too. Like if I was telling my wife the other day that if Totodile's in the starter lineup, I absolutely will use it, and if Snivy's in the starter lineup, absolutely will use it. So if Snivy and Totodile are both in the starter lineup, I will absolutely use both.
Absolutely, double. We can actually talk about that after I'm gonna finish reading Smokey's thing,
read it.
He said, just also love the podcast. As always, guys, appreciate the consistency, guys. Work hard, play harder. Love it. Yes. And thank you so much. That's an incredible.
Dude, thank you so much, man.
Chat.
Yeah, dude, you're really supporting the podcast. We really appreciate it. This
so much.
Yeah, this is great.
That does segue pretty well into something that we didn't actually talk about before doing this, but Pokemon has been posting a lot of superior stuff, and I think it's just because it's the raid right now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
But I think they're giving it a little more attention than they were giving other starters when it was their time.
Definitely for I don't know, other starters in the past like Cinderace or something. They didn't do all these videos unless they're just like hyping up the raids because it's kind of slow right now.
Yeah,
but bro,
that or even like they're having to promote it a little bit more because like Scarlet and Violet is
that's what I mean.
Less new.
That's what I mean exactly. The big thing though, it's also on my page, Dusty, if you want to like try to find it's better than that one. This one's pretty funny. I was like,
shout out to Dapper Grass types.
Yeah,
it's true.
Like, everyone in the Pokemon community is losing it right now over this.
These are the two grass types. Oh, you know what's crazy? Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize
it's Rowlet.
Rowlet also got a regional form in Legends Arceus.
Yeah, that's
Rowlet was our last Legend starter.
I
was just basically like if they show like the next few of these and they're all the Legend starters, then we need to really hit the red alert.
So true. Man.
Also, they did one for Superior, like just a video of Superior, and I think the only other Pokemon that got a video like that was Incineroar. So I've been waiting to see if there's any more, but Incineroar and Superior got their own little videos.
Lewis just gifted Jake a membership.
Welcome, Jake?
Lewis, is that random or was that like I don't even know how that works.
I have no idea. But
Lewis, thank you so much. Yeah, and Jake, go check out our older episodes. We haven't even given Jake access to the older episodes.
Jake.
Yeah. We probably should give Jake access. I don't even know how to do that.
That's pretty hilarious.
I don't think there's a way, honestly.
There might not be. Lewis, thank you for the support, man. The gifted memberships are crazy because it's like you just get more people in here, It's sharing the love. This is so cool. I do love to see this.
Fairy Fantasia also
Lewis
said that
beat me in a battle the other day, so I don't like Lewis. No, I'm kidding, Lewis. I love you. You did great. That was a fun match.
Fairy Fantasia also said that Pikachu is her daughter's favorite, I'm pretty sure.
Sure.
And then the oldest loves Eevee. So it's kind of funny that it's Pikachu and Eevee, but
Pikachu and Eevee. I love that your kids' choices are Pikachu and Eevee because it makes me feel better about me loving Pikachu as much as I do.
Smokey.
Yeah, Pikachu's good.
Smokey,
Pikachu's
bro.
good. What?
Young Smokey again. Oh my goodness.
You could just chat normal too.
Yeah, Young Smokey.
You rock.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's see the emojis. We gotta support this guy. I would love to see a mega for alligator who is on all fours instead of on two legs. Yeah, man, this is the
You
dream.
put the hands. I put the hands.
Please,
too,
Game
man.
Freak.
I need it.
Dude,
I need it.
that is the it's not even a yeah, it's like it's like the original beta sprite for alligator in the original Gold and Silver games, where it's on all fours like Skeledirge. It obviously looks like more ferocious. It looks like what's that villain? Is it in Spider-Man or it's the villain in Batman, or maybe it's the villain in like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
That I don't know.
There's just like a crocodile man.
Stampy's giving out stuff too.
Yo, Stampy with the gifted membership. This is so much fun.
My little penguin friend.
Yeah, do you guys know what I'm talking about? Like, anyways, whatever. Beta for alligator.
Look it up just because I want to see it again.
Yeah, dude, it's so cool.
Yes,
like this is like,
hold
on. This is like what I imagine.
Thank you, Stampy, too.
Yeah, this is what I imagine for alligator to be. This blank screen.
This blank.
Here,
I would
right here.
like more
Dude,
monstrous though. Like we talked about it in one of our podcasts, like the swamp.
We did, yeah.
The sewer gator on all fours, just
water
monster.
poison.
Dang, Jake. All right.
No way. Jake
He's
just gifted
doing
5 Hidden Power podcast memberships. I love it. Dude, look at Moonball got in.
Man.
Bark got in.
Bark is awesome.
Oh, Young Smokey got gifted one. Look at the loves going around. Silva Jin's in. Who else?
Smokey's back for another one.
Ao John X.
And he got gifted.
Dude, I love it. Thank
membership.
you so much, guys. Thank you so much.
You guys are so great. Like a great community for real.
This is
It's
so
ridiculous.
good.
Smokey said Killer Croc is Batman,
It's
and the Lizard is
Yes.
Spider-Man. There you go.
Dude, it's so.
Yes.
I don't know. I think that's so cool. Crocodiles are crazy. And I'll
Give
see
him
like,
a lab coat like the lizard.
dude, these sprites are sick.
Do you guys want to cover more of what we had planned just before I have to go? And
Oh, do
guys
you have
Yeah,
to
we
bounce?
probably should jump to the other stuff before he has to leave. He
Yeah.
has
So
to
what do
leave
you
in,
guys think?
like,
30. So the
Yeah.
Pokemon Company. Listen, I'm not that very educated on it. I haven't been following it, but everyone wants.
No,
to
and
talk
it's been
about it.
so controversial.
And
as
I don't
well.
even
like,
care.
It
It's not. I'm
has.
literally. I've gone through the. Actually, yeah. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about Palworld. Pokemon is it a sue?
It's a lawsuit, yeah.
It's a lawsuit against
It's a lawsuit.
Palworld.
Yeah.
I feel like people are not actually. I don't know. There's two conversations. There's one. It's like the news story that that Palworld is being sued, I guess. But then the other conversation is like, is it justifiable? And then I feel like people are talking about stuff that isn't even true.
Yeah, there's a lot of misinformation. Like, the big thing I'm seeing is that one of the things that people are getting mad about is that Pokemon is citing a patent that was made in May 2024. And that patent, honestly, I won't even go into what the patent is. The point is, people are mad because they're like, Palworld came out in January, and then Pokemon made a patent in May, and then sued them based on that patent, but that patent didn't exist when they made the game, and that's not true. They renewed a patent. Like, they made a new patent based on an older patent. Like, so it's, that patent did already exist before Palworld. Either way, I don't really look. Here's my thing. I don't have a dog in this fight. I do not care who wins. To be completely frank with you, because
But you kind of do though.
I do and I don't. Here's
We
the
did a
thing.
whole
Here's the
episode on
thing.
this last year.
Here's the thing. If Pokemon wins, I get more Pokemon games. If Pokemon loses, I still get more Pokemon games. That's what I'm here for. So, but I will say, there's a lot of people who are saying that this is not justifiable, and I can promise you this. Nintendo has been they made an announcement, or Pokemon Company made an announcement in either January or February that said that, like, they kind of acknowledged Palworld and how people were saying that Palworld was stealing from them or whatever. Those claims, they addressed those claims, and they're like, hey, just want you to know that we appreciate y'all's care for our company. We're looking at stuff. That's it. Well, then here we are months later, between 7 and 8 months later, and they've announced that they're suing Palworld. So my thing is, they've
Lawsuits
taken
take time.
7 to 8 months to talk to lawyers, to look at the facts, to go over all this stuff. look, Pokemon's not randomly just throwing lawsuits around, right? If Pokemon was randomly throwing lawsuits around, they'd take a shot at Digimon. They'd take a shot at Yokai Watch. They'd take a shot. They'd be throwing out lawsuits at every monster game. There is more to the story. And here's something that people are going to get, especially on Twitter. People on Twitter and Reddit are going to get really upset with me for saying this.
It's all right. Listen, it's okay to have different opinions from your friends.
I love you guys. You can have different opinions, but here I'm going to let y'all in on something. You reading one article does not make you a liar.
Oh!
You do not know everything going on. I know that we like to do this thing where we read one news source and we go, oh, Nintendo, big company, evil. I root for underdog. You don't know everything that's going on. Yeah. I don't know everything that's going on, and that's why I'm not saying Palworld's evil. I hope Nintendo gets them. I'm just saying we don't know everything, but we do know that Nintendo doesn't just throw around lawsuits. They've talked to their lawyers for 7 months. They have clearly built a case that they think they have a shot at winning. They firmly believe they have a shot at winning.
On that note, I read an article. No, on that note, I saw an article that was talking about how like Nintendo, like whenever they do this, they have like a record of like never losing these. There's like one time that they've lost. So like they put them out on purpose, like they are trying to win this and probably will. Yeah. Which is it sad for Palworld? No, I don't think it is. That's my personal thing because I do think that there was some shady stuff that happened with Palworld, and it just comes back around. That's my end all be all take. Like if they really like plagiarize some stuff with AI or not or whatever, I mean it's the higher ups. It's not the employees there. Not everybody's a bad person or whatever.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
It's just it comes back around, and they went up against Nintendo basically, and they are probably going to lose this.
Look, here's my thing.
Probably, I don't know.
That's exactly my thoughts. I'm on the side of justice. If nothing wrong was done, I hope nothing wrong happens to anybody. If something wrong was done, I hope that something bad happens. And not because I love Nintendo and I love Pokemon, but for me, like I think about, you have to think about the individual involved here. Any individual that made something, that's kind of where it's sad. Like it's a similar thing. I always bring it back to Marvel. A similar thing is like Marvel's been under a lot of fire for like they kind of always credit Stan Lee and stuff, and that's great. But there's plenty of other writers and plenty of other artists and creators who have put work into making these Marvel characters. And Marvel thinks they can just go shout out to Stan Lee and that be it. But it's like Stan Lee didn't necessarily create all these heroes.
Didn't create that one. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know if Jake was talking to me, but we know that the lawsuit's not about plagiarism. I'm just talking about the principle. Like if they did plagiarize it,
right?
Even if the lawsuit has nothing to do with it, I'm just talking about like basically some kind of karma is happening to them for this. And usually I'm like a Pokemon shill, so I'm always going to be more on that side of things. Yeah. But a lot of people are talking about this because they're afraid that it will affect like other indie developers that want to create monster games, and I don't think that this will have anything to do with that.
It didn't. They haven't done for Temtem.
Yeah. They haven't. Oh my gosh, do you know how many monster hunting games there are out there? Like they're not coming after everybody. You can make good. They're saying though because it's successful, but it's not. It's not that. It's that it is. Like,
I wish I could.
Yokai Watch was successful, wasn't it?
I'm lost, guys.
I mean, I assume Yokai Watch is successful because I know what it is. I don't play like anything outside of Pokemon really, and I've heard of Digimon, I've heard of Yokai Watch, I've heard of Temtem, I've of course heard of Palworld here. Yes. Also too, like I think another thing that people are doing is people are looking at like the laws in their country, whether that's the UK, whether that's America and stuff.
Also that.
And they're going, well, this says this, this, and this, so they're screwed. Or this says this, this, and this, so they're off the hook. And it's like, this is
These
Japan.
are both Japanese countries. I mean, Japanese companies. So.
And even though, like, from what I understand, patent laws are very similar in Japan as they are in America, but rulings and laws are a little bit different. You know what I mean?
Could I usher in a quick 5-minute surprise guest to maybe help with this
Yeah.
conversation? Because this is like I'm phoning a friend. I have no insight on this.
Yeah.
How long? Because what was the other topic you wanted
Yeah,
to go
because we
over?
do have one more topic we have to talk about.
I was gonna
before school leaves.
There was also another chat or something from Noivy, I think, way up there.
Sure. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Young Smokies knows what he's talking about too.
I think yeah, let me-
Guaranteed to reap what you sow. It's
Yeah.
true. That's my take on it. Anyway.
Oh, yo, surprise guest. What's up?
I had a feeling Jake was coming in.
You there, Jake?
I
Is he
see
there?
him.
Hello.
There he
Oh, he's in.
Can we hear
Hold
him?
on,
There we
let's-
go. Okay.
Let's see.
I'm getting
am-
situated
Oh.
because I had obviously your stream playing, and now I'm
Mhm.
hearing you through the call. So
Oh,
there was
shoot.
a moment where the walls started crumbling around me.
Our
And
layout-
now I'm in. Now I'm situated.
Dude, what's up?
good
What's
mor-
up?
Yo, hello everybody, dude. I'm having a great time this morning. Love this surprise stream.
Yeah, this
had
is
to pay
awesome.
forward the gifted sub. I
Yeah,
was like,
man.
I can't just be reaping this Benny for free.
No, dude, we
No.
appreciate it. We actually, it was right. We were in the midst of a conversation, and there was a ton of other. I feel like everyone's just gifting the chats. We didn't even mention
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Free Metroid Hat became a legendary member. Fairy Fantasia also gifted a Hidden Power podcast membership. We'll get back to Noivy's message in a minute, but so Jake, I wanted to just phone a friend. I have no insight. Yeah, what's going on right here?
Using.
The layout just got crushed.
We're
So-
just fusing.
I am sorry about that, guys. Anyways,
Fusion ha.
Jake, I wanted to phone you in as my representative. I've been watching a lot of Game of Thrones. I'm thinking trial by combat. I represent you to fight on my behalf for the gods. So please, you were telling me
The
some
problem is that we're not really that invested in this conversation.
No,
Correct.
sure. I just mean for the listeners.
Like I said, if I get a Pokemon game
I'm
next
talking about-
year,
yeah.
I'm good, and I'm getting one either way.
Sure. But Jake, maybe just give us your 1 minute elevator pitch. You and I had spoken a little bit earlier this week about this Palworld situation, and I just I don't know. I got nothing to add.
Yeah, so I think really quick, I think we've already kind of covered this, but just to restate it, this lawsuit has nothing to do with the perceived similarities between the
Right.
designs of the Pokemon.
Right,
So that's
right.
so that's the first thing. I see people largely making the conversation about that. That is not what is attempting to be determined here. And I think the reason why we think that's the case is because in the court of law, Nintendo could not make an argument that would hold up in court because that kind of thing is very hard to prove for a ton of reasons. I don't think people are that interested in getting into that. But for what we are talking about, this patent infringement. So we actually don't know what patents Nintendo is pursuing in this case. It's likely several. They've likely built up a case of several patents that they have. And I think we get into this argument, like I like what Lumio was saying when you were like, I'm interested in justice. I'm interested in the people who have done something wrong being punished for doing something wrong.
Right.
Totally.
Even if that's Nintendo for suing an indie company.
Sure,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah. And I think the important thing to keep in mind is just kind of like what a patent infringement lawsuit as it pertains to video games really is. Because video games, a young medium, not a lot of legislation on the books about how to treat this kind of stuff. And I think when you look at patent law in video games, the kind of informed take from people seems to be that it's almost always a case of a company with more resources bullying a company with less. And the reason I say that is because you can look at the patents that Nintendo has and the patents that they've pursued like legal cases over in the past. You can see that Nintendo has a patent on, hey, have you ever like been in the middle of a game, you put your console to sleep, and then you turned your console back on and it says, hey, do you want to continue playing? That message that pops up, do you want to continue playing? Nintendo has a
I
patent
thought
on that.
Nintendo, or what is it? I thought Netflix owned that. Isn't that like a
But that's
Netflix
the
thing?
You can go down the list and you can see like there's a company that has a patent on any mini game that is played during a loading screen. Nintendo has a patent on when Mario is up in a tree.
Bro,
and
that
you
sounds
can't
corrupt.
See you can't see Mario, but you can see his silhouette. The ability to show Mario's shadow while a shadow. Nintendo has a patent on this, and there are so many tiny little things that the way that these patents are used in this industry is abusive, and it is taking advantage of the legal system rather than the legal system representing the needs and desires of consumers. Now, a big reason why you were making this argument about like, oh, if Nintendo wanted to throw out all these lawsuits all the time, they would. So I think it's important to take a step back and be like, okay, what's different about this company, Pocket Pair? And I think something that Nintendo finds threatening to them is that this is a Japanese company. And Nintendo has an invested interest in keeping a hold on the Japanese marketplace when it comes to video games, particularly when they are video games associated with a product that they are putting out. And I do think like we look at I'm a big protesting guy. I'm a big activist, and I always tell people sometimes people say you're just rioting, and I say no. A protest has goals. A protest has a stated mission. It has something that we're trying to accomplish. So I would ask, okay, with this lawsuit that Nintendo is citing against Pocket Pair, what is their goal here? Is it to get rid of Palworld? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That is not the goal. And if you thought that Palworld was stealing something from Pokemon and then that was wrong, then I think the answer would be we need to get rid of that game. Because Nintendo just last week won a copyright, not a patent, a copyright lawsuit against a mobile game that was outright stealing Pikachu,
so
Ash,
many of
Pokemon.
those. Yeah.
It was literally not even stylized.
Exactly.
It was
No
straight
question.
Ash PW design.
Straight up copied and pasted the PNGs. And you know what? And that game had to be taken down.
Good.
And I think that makes sense. But that's
Rightfully
not
so.
that's not what we are pursuing here with Palworld and with Pocket Pair. What we are pursuing here is money. What we are pursuing here is this game is making a lot of money. It's about to come out on PlayStation. That's a leaked thing. That's a leaked thing.
Oh,
But,
earmuffs.
yeah. So,
That's
Tokyo Game
insane.
Show
Yeah.
is next week. Palworld was slated to appear. Now it's up in the air, maybe because
Not
of the
anymore.
Nintendo lawsuit.
Oh
right.
yeah, I wonder if the lawsuit will impact that.
I think it probably did. And it is this weird thing now where maybe there's a percentage of this game's profits that needs to be paid up to Nintendo. And if I'm going to be here and I'm going to armchair quarterback this stupid lawsuit, I cannot be a proponent of, you know what I really want to happen in this situation? I want Nintendo to get a kickback from this company's game every time they make a sale, because I just don't, that just seems like an abuse of the justice system to me.
Sure.
And I don't know, maybe we should
No, I
get
love that. Thank you.
Yeah. Please, yeah, okay, yeah.
Thank you. No, that's great.
I think-
That is what yeah.
So much passion.
It sounds to
this-
me too like this is like a problem that even like scales back to like we should have like why is Nintendo able to patent a shadow? Why is Nintendo
Sure.
able to
Yes.
patent a
Right.
loading screen?
Yeah.
Like who allowed this in the first place?
The systems are broken. The system, and that's what needs to be interrogated. Is like this patent system in video games. Why does it exist, and how are we implementing it to support the artistic pursuit of the medium? Because right now it feels like such a consumer, such a business focused. It feels like we're patenting toys, but because video games are an artistic
art,
medium.
yeah.
It's weird. It's almost like patenting a camera angle in film
Sure.
or an effect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was saying that to you, Jake. It's like
Yeah,
imagine
that does
like
remind me.
Yeah.
Since I've got the camera like aimed at me, I will be suing all three of you for also using this camera.
Yeah, yeah. Or you think of like you think of any film technique. The one that I think of is like the Dutch tilt, or you've got like literally any iconic shot from like Tarantino, right? Like the shot where it's like, or you're looking down at whatever might be glowing beneath you. Like that's an iconic shot. And what if no one could ever use that ever again, right? It's crazy. I guess it is weird when you when you kind of mesh product and art. I guess
Yeah.
that is the main thing here. But Jake, thanks for coming on. You're our guy in the field. Appreciate it. Good luck at your wedding, man.
Our guy in the field.
Oh yeah.
Wedding this weekend. Get hype.
Let's
Dude,
go,
that's awesome.
dude.
Congrats, man.
Congrats. Have a
Let's
good time.
go.
Ah,
have a
dude,
great
that's
time.
you're gonna have a ring, dude. You're gonna be blinding us next time you're on the pod. Appreciate it, man. Go sub to Jake. Jake. Not even Jake knows it. Just Jake Steinberg on YouTube. Love it.
That's right, baby. That's right. Get hype for Pokemon. Really quick, one quick question.
Sure.
I would like a percentage chance that Chestnut gets a Mega Evolution.
Chestnut? Oh, Chestnut.
Percentage chance.
I think it's good.
50.
I think it's a good percentage.
85.
50. That's it.
85.
I'd say higher than that. I'm saying 75.
75. Okay.
85,
50
but
right
100% in rain.
Okay. All right. Love it.
That's a VGC.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for having me. Bye.
Goodbye.
Thanks,
Good
Jake.
talking to you.
Bye.
All right, great.
We have to say that Gendy.
Yes,
Is
I
that
want to
how
go
you say
back, guys. You guys are insane right now in the chat.
Gendy
Gendy,
just dropped a 50
a 50 super chat
for the
It's-
Hoot Nanny.
Yeah, dude, it's the Hootenanny. Thanks for everyone you do. It's genuinely so much fun to tune in and be a part of this community. Gendy, this thing would not be possible without you, so we appreciate you so much.
Yes, that's so awesome.
Jeez Louise. Young Smokey again with another super chat. Jake Steinberg, thank you so much for my sub, my friend. Absolutely. He'll be hearing that. Where else? And then Noivi was sending stuff. There's so many
Very fantastic.
So much activity in this-
gifted a
in this-
membership.
in this stream. Yeah, free Metroid hat.
Noivi said, by the way,
Actually.
there's only 3 starters left in Rage, Chimchar, Turtwig, and Totodile.
Oh
Don't
my
think it means
God.
something, but it's curious that 2 out of 3 were Souls picks.
Yeah,
Damn.
I would
Because
agree that
Soul
it doesn't mean
knows.
anything purely because it's Chimchar and Turtwig.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's funny I
If it
didn't
was-
want to. Yeah.
If it was like Litten and Turtwig, like if it was different regions, I'd
Yeah.
buy into it maybe. But the fact that's Chimchar and Turtwig, 2 Sinnohs.
I know. Honestly, I didn't want Chimchar. Like a month ago, we did like our starter video, and I didn't want Chimchar. And then, like a couple of weeks later, we looked at that image, that official Pokemon image that featured Chimchar as one of the starters, and I was like, I want Chimchar now. Like it actually would be so cool to get a
its
new
regional
Infernape.
forms. I do not want an Infernape regional form, but if it's Megas, I would love a Mega.
Yeah,
Infernape.
guys,
don't
show
want the
some
monkey.
love right now for Young Smokey, Gendy, Noivi. Where is it? Free Metroid.
Thank you all.
Everyone
Fairy
in the chat.
Fantasia.
Fairy Fantasia. We appreciate you guys so much. Please give us some emojis in the chat. My God. But anyways, I wanted to say, listen, this is a world premiere right now. And here's the thing. What I'm about to show you guys here, let's just go over to here real quick.
Is this the last thing? Because I do have to go soon. Oh, you're doing that. Yes,
I'm
let's do
doing
that.
this just real quick.
Yes, do it.
Listen, this is not currently available, but it will be available at the end of the day. This is not available. This is exclusive information.
This will be available after this presentation.
We were go to the eShop. Okay, tweet about it. This was gonna be something that we record today offline and then publish on Thursday. But we decided, let's go live. Let's give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek. We have our official Halloween launch. Are you guys ready for this? This is our new merch line, Dream Eater. New merch available, not now, tonight. We've got, dude, the spookiest collection right
This is
here.
so sick.
This is all the stuff. We're actually also gonna have stickers. We got t-shirts, ball caps, sweatshirts to keep you warm when you're trick-or-treating. We got tote bags to keep your belly full when you're trick-or-treating. This design is so cool.
Don't
It's
eat
this-
the bags, just the
it's-
candy in it.
you can eat the hats though. It's this beautiful collage of spooky Pokemon coming out of the Spirit Tomb Stone. There's a bunch of references in here. It's so cool. And this design comes
Really
in
like
3.
the purple.
Yeah, the
Purple's
purple is
nice.
so nice. This comes in 3 different colorways, and each colorway is actually has an exclusive Pokemon that it is based or themed after. We've got green. We get the green color being associated with Mimikyu. We
He
got
put Mimikyu and Greem together.
yeah.
Greem.
Oh, did I say green? And we
It
got
is
we got the purple color comes with a Haunter, and the orange color for like a jack-o'-lantern comes with Rotom. This design is so great. It's done up by none other than friend of the pod, supporter of the pod. We just read his message, Noivy. And look at, these are the designs up close. I'm in love with this.
I love the Mimikyu.
Here's another.
I don't even like Mimikyu, but I
Yeah.
love his take on Mimikyu.
Look at this. The
Hey, it's my
SoulSilverArt
mask.
art mask. We got the little rare candy. There's the hidden power.
I also
Yamask
really
is
love
up there.
The unknown. in
Dude,
there.
look at this. Oh, look at the little
Pokemon
detail.
Stars, because it's a dead game
Oh, I
that
didn't
happened.
even see that. I didn't even see that in the original.
There's some soul bias in this, but I love it.
Yeah, I think Noivy just likes you. That's why.
I love it.
Soul's Noivy's favorite.
This is
Bro.
so cool.
Pokemon Stars about Ultra Necrozma. Let's go.
I know, dude. These are the ball caps, and these ball caps will be embroidered, which is insane. Dude, I cannot wait. I'm literally going to be ordering one of these today. I'm so excited. And I didn't even know we were going to do tote bags, and then Noivy
They look
suggested it.
good.
And I'm like, this is
love
great. I'm 100% going to get one of these. Look at the
Mimikyu looks
haunters are
great in the
sick.
black.
Dude, I love
Yeah.
Rotom. This is so sick. So these are going to be available on our merch store, shop.hiddenpowerpodcast.com. I'm trying to show
All
it
right.
in the layout.
Four
4
minutes for the next topic, and then
before you
boom.
leave. Okay.
Yeah,
Are we ending after you leave?
you can keep going without me.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, what are
we'll
we
see
talking
where
about?
we're
What are we
at.
talking about?
I don't know what was the
Well,
last one.
we've done the Kulik, right?
Unsullied.
We've done the Power lawsuit. Let's
They're
talk about the Switch
snapbacks.
2 images.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, switch 2 images.
So let me see if I can pull up the Switch. I don't even think I pulled up the Switch 2 images. Let's see. I got
You're fine,
here.
Dusty.
You guys are seeing stuff. We're currently in the trust right now. This is private information. What? Hold on. Where's this?
I will say, while
it
he's
is.
pulling that up, it's kind of what I expected for what I'd heard about the new Switch. That's what we're going to talk about now. I don't know if you guys did we put out that episode about the new Switch? I think we did. Yeah.
Yeah. So why don't you
Um,
just literally take over for the next 3 minutes? Like that way, while you're still here, you
Yes.
can get all
Yeah,
your
go
thoughts
on.
out.
It's
about
kind of like
this.
that. I mean, all my thoughts are right there as well, written. But yeah,
We're
I
live.
just think that that's what I was expecting. I've always heard about the first time I heard about this was in 2022. I didn't say this on my tweet because I didn't want to like dox anything, but I was just in 2022. I heard that this console was coming, and I'd heard that it was just a Switch Pro. Like literally, that's what I heard. And then here we are, and we have images of it, and it looks like a Switch Pro. And I think like it was a Switch Pro that they turned into a new console. That's my take on it because that's what I had heard at first. Now, if these end up being fake, maybe it was all wrong. But this is what I'd heard and what I've been expecting. And I'm excited with it. I feel like some people will be disappointed, but for me, it's just like a better Switch. A Switch is already successful.
Yeah.
You know, like
This
if
is the
Nintendo could leave the
This is
Switch-
the Game Boy Advance to the Game Boy. You know.
The,
Like
yeah,
the Game
or
Boy
or
the Game Boy Color was the-
3DS, the 3DS to the DS. Like
Yeah.
that's what we're getting. Kind
But
of
I would
thing.
say even without that, because the 3DS has a stupid gimmick, the Wii U has a
to
stupid.
the Wii.
No, but those have stupid gimmicks.
pretty much.
Those have stupid gimmicks. The Game Boy Advance was just like better. It's just like all around just a better console. But
Whoa, are
it's
you
still a
calling
Game
the
Boy.
3DS's gimmick stupid?
It is. The 3DS
On
has a great
behalf
catalog.
Of everyone, sir. Screw you.
Well, how often did you use the 3D effect?
Oh, I had more than that. I had
They
a
literally
gyroscope.
made a 2D version.
I had a gyroscope.
I used that thing like twice.
Yeah.
I would just like flip it up just to like see for a second, and I'd
Yeah,
be like,
yeah.
"Oh, that's kind of cool." And then
I
I'd
would
put it down.
occasionally give myself a migraine and turn that sucker on.
Yeah, me
sure.
too. All right, Young Smokey says, the Switch 2 is going to have Joy-Con controllers that are magnetic instead of the rail slide-ins, which
That
yeah,
would be
I did hear
great.
that. I'm sure there's
That
some
would be
sort of
great.
lock.
The
Yeah.
You have
important
to go
thing,
up
though,
and down.
the important thing, I even tagged Dusty when this like leaked or whatever, and I
Yeah.
was like, "Dusty," because we had just recorded the episode
Yeah.
about the like
This was
dual
last week's,
screen-
last
Dude, we
Thursday's episode.
literally did.
the dual screen Switch 2, and I was like, "Nope." See, Dusty, here it is. No dual screen, but
We recorded
No, no,
and
no,
that was
no,
like
no,
an
no, but-
hour after, wasn't it?
maybe it can turn.
No, I'll tell you this. I think what we talked
can
about
turn.
was that there's currently games. There's 3DS or there's DS ports where basically they just configure all the screens on the same singular screen.
Yeah.
That would be the handheld mode, but then when you go into docked mode, it functions like a Wii U where like the gamepad could still do something. You know? Like
Very,
I think
definitely possible.
Like I don't think you're gonna. I don't know. Literally, there's a bunch of ways they could do this.
It's
There's
possible.
also a USB slot up top, so I feel like that could be something, right? There could be apparatus
they said there's
that
something
they
for
add.
like a camera or something. There's a camera.
I heard that. Yeah, that'd be
There's
cool.
an extra button on one of the Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
Maybe that switches it to dual screen.
Yeah.
What does this mean for Pokemon though? That's our context,
100%.
right?
Yeah. What it means:
So-
bigger, better, and bigger. That's all. That's what matters. We're getting
And don't forget
Pokemon
better.
games that are souped up, that look crystal clear. And any sort of Pokemon game that you play on your Switch on this console is going to have, they said it's just going to be upscaled, or any sort of new games or older, even older games that they port to the Switch too. We don't need to talk about that. Those are going to look even better. And I can't wait. I'm excited to, listen, I love playing old games, but I'm like, just put them. Oh, dude, Pokemon's going to look so good. I think I just like forget how
I don't
want to
hype people up with that though. I really don't want to hype people up with that because I've said this on this podcast a bajillion times, but Pokemon is always a little behind on graphic stuff. And I just think that people are going to expect it to be like amazing for Pokemon, and it will be a step up, I think. But I'm not expecting it to be the very best like no one ever was.
No, I mean Scarlet and Violet was truly Breath of the Wild level.
Yeah.
Dude, it's gonna look so cool. So this was like a 3D printed mock-up of what the Switch is gonna look like in comparison to the Switch 2 is gonna look in comparison to the Switch. And it looks like it's just bigger. It's cleaner. It's bigger.
Bigger than the Steam Deck as well.
Yeah.
So it's nice.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Where's that image? Yeah, it's about the same size as the. I guess it's slimmer.
The screen is a little bigger.
Sure.
But the Joy-Cons are smaller, and I love that the Joy-Cons are bigger because the Joy-Cons are so annoying how small they are right now.
I think here's the thing
I have
though.
puny hands.
I really hope I think improvements that need to be made for the Switch 2 is like I want themes for the home menu. I want them to actually go crazy with the custom Joy-Cons. I want new colors. I want yada, yada, yada. They got to make a ton of different versions. And I also think they should make pro Joy-Cons that are thicker, that are more comfortable to play with, but they still slide in and they work with the Switch when you dock it. I think that's that's on my list. That's on my checklist.
I hope they still slide in though. It's the only thing because, like, you know,
I
how
like
will
sliding
they
in.
get the little trailers where they go, whoosh, you know,
That's
they're
good.
gonna have to change that. If now they just go click.
Yeah, I don't.
It would still make a click sound.
Yeah, wait.
And now
it was
it'll just
like-
go.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And it's like, are they gonna keep? You think it's still gonna look like the logo and stuff is still gonna be red, like the color scheme of the
No,
of the Switch
they'll
2?
change something
They'll
about
make it blue. They'll make it something else.
Something about it will be changed. But at the same time, I think the point is to not change too much. You know, it's more about the software, the hardware. I don't know. It's more about the
More
performance.
about the wear.
Jake
It's more
says
about the hardware.
the advantage with Switch 2 is that the console architecture is staying the same. Development knowledge can carry over. They're not starting over like 3DS to Switch.
Yes,
And that's
100%. I agree.
That's going to be that's really promising because I think what keeps happening, I think over the last decade from the 3DS to from the 3DS to the Switch, Game Freak just kept like resetting their understanding, right? Where I feel like
That's a Game Freak problem though. Like they do that all the time.
Yes, it is, but they kind of almost have like an advantage now that they can just kind of like flow right into development and use what they've already been practicing, right? It's like every time there's a new console, like a new big jump in a console, they got to reset everything that they understand for how to make it.
This is still going to be new for them though too, the power and capability that it's going to have because there are specs as well. I don't know if you looked in the pictures, but there are specs.
Yeah, but from what I've heard is I feel like the specs don't matter because you build the game the same, but then it just gets you just upscale. It just gets upscaled depending on what console it's on, right?
I can't say I know enough about it.
I don't either, but that's what I've heard, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, what's up, Brandtastic?
I hope that the potential black and white remakes are not for the Switch 2, purely because I would
Well, they're going to be for the Switch 2 no matter
wait.
what.
Yeah, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
Whether
like,
it be
I hope
before
that they're
Gen 10 or
playable.
after.
I know, but what I'm saying is I hope that the first Switch game that's Pokemon, Switch 2 game that's Pokemon is Gen 10 because I would really like to buy the like inevitable limited edition Gen 10 Switch 2. But like if Black and White come out a year before Gen 10, I'm going to get Black and White, when they come out. So if that's for the Switch 2, then I'll get a Switch 2 then, and then I won't get a limited edition one.
Dude, I'm
Why
definitely
you hating
getting
on
whatever
Zekrom?
limited edition
Why are you
one is
hating on
coming out.
Zekrom?
Zekrom
Well,
will be
I
sick.
don't think they'll do I don't think that they'll do, especially if they're a year apart. I don't think they'll do a Black and White edition Switch and a
I see.
Well, you know what? But they did do a Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl edition Switch Lite, and then they did the year after a Scarlet and Violet edition Switch OLED.
I feel like
But this is different because there's not like light and OLED. It looks like it's just the Switch 2, maybe,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, D Sampy became a member for 1 month.
Hello,
One more
D-Sampy.
for good
You
luck.
were already a member, but you're a member again.
How are you for 1 month? I've been talking
Thank
to
you,
you for 2
Sampy.
years. Thank you so
I
much, man.
know.
On that note, I gotta roll out. Y'all
All right.
keep on going without
yeah.
me. Just do it.
I can go till 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
What about you, Lumi?
Yeah, let's go to 1.
Talk
Alright.
to the people for me. I love
Look at
y'all.
the
Thank you so much
glasses.
for everything.
He's like an Italian.
I'm gonna go get it on the
celebrity.
moped. I'm going on the moped. I'm
Oh,
gonna
nice.
just
Are you
drive
really?
off.
Is that
No, I'm
just an
walking.
Italian joke, or are you really going to do that?
It is an Italian joke, but I have to walk like 20
Yeah.
minutes, so I gotta go.
I thought
but
you were cool.
Going on the moped. That mean in Italy, it's kind of shorthand for like to use the restroom. I think that's what it means.
No, it's actually literally going on the moped. I'm part of the Squirtle Squad, okay?
Oh, nice. All right, dude. Well, thank you for being here. This is gonna screw up our layout, but we'll figure it out. Thank you so
No,
much.
it'll be fine.
Peace out, chat.
We'll see you
All
in a minute.
y'all are awesome.
All of y'all are awesome.
All right, I don't know how I get out of this. Okay,
Goodbye,
goodbye,
Soul.
boys.
See ya.
Goodbye.
I will miss you. What the heck is this?
It didn't work. I thought it would fix it. Oh wait, why does it say Jake's name there? Dude, we're screwing up. Let's see if we can just. This sucks, dude. The lay. I don't have the layout.
Wait, hang on. I've got it. There we go.
I don't. Oh
There
no.
we go. Here I am.
There.
Look, there's. Oh my God! I'm a conjoined twin.
Let's see if.
See? You see? Do you see, Dusty?
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying
One head lies and one tells the truth.
to.
Oh, no.
We're working on it, guys. You're seeing the technical
Whoa!
difficulties. You're seeing them. That's pretty good. That's good.
That's good. That's good. There
I mean,
you
it
go.
says
That's
says
it.
you're
My
Jake.
name's not Jake, but
whatever.
yeah,
It's
that's
okay.
erasure. That's
It's
Lumi
okay.
erasure, but that's fine.
And then this. Oh, this one works. Okay, we're good here.
Yeah, there we go.
But yeah, you're
Jake's
still
getting
Jake
free
up there.
promotion right
I know
now.
he really
so
is.
You're welcome, Jake.
But I don't know, man. I really think I'm just excited for a new console because not that. Here's the thing. I don't play a lot of games. I play Pokemon, but I think it's exciting to get a new console because there probably are going to be a ton of games that I will pick up because
Like ports.
like ports. You really don't think ports are going to happen?
No, I do. I've always said every single time you've brought up ports, I have told you I firmly believe ports are a question of when, not if.
Yeah. I think it could happen, man. I think it could happen.
I do too. HD remasters are where I'm kind of like, I don't know if that'll happen, but we
Yeah.
had this discussion already, so we won't have it again. But the point is that I think that this could go. This could be pretty good. This little Switch 2 here. I don't know though. The thing. What are you wanting from a Switch 2? Like, what all are you wanting? Like, forget leaks, forget rumors. If somebody just told you, hey, they're making another Switch, what do you want on it? Like, Nintendo calls you up, they're like, you're designing our next Switch. What are the things you're wanting on it? What do you say?
I think something that's not spoken enough about the Switch and why it's so great is the like I want an interactive menu that I think the sound design for the Switch ecosystem is beautiful. It's so satisfying in the same way that Breath of the Wild is Tears of the Kingdom. I think that's really important for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like an audio person, but
no, I'm with you.
does it
I
for
might be
me.
an audio person too. Like,
Pop in your
music's very important
earbuds
to me,
and you
so.
just click around. I feel like I'm gonna spend like hours. And I think, yeah, you grew up. You grew up with a Wii, right?
Yes, yeah.
Like how cool. Like the Wii menu music, right?
Yes.
We need a Switch menu music.
Dude, not even the Wii, not even the menu, but all of it. Like, just all of that console's music, like the eShop music, that little bum, 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 bum,
Yep, dude.
da-da-da-da.
Like, why is that not there? Maybe it's a little corny or whatever, but like,
it's so iconic.
it'd be so good, man. It'd be so good to have that, I think. And
Nah, absolutely.
it helps like form the identity, but also like just themes. Like, I think I want themes. Like, I think I played a lot of 3DS, and it was great to be able to switch out the themes depending on whatever games I play. Yada yada. Oh, we have a super chat by Hayes that I totally missed. Or it's not a super chat, but
Hayes.
Hayes is a member for 10 months. If they don't improve the Joy-Cons, I'll only buy it in a sale.
Hayes, if you're still
like
in
that.
there,
That's
if you're still in there, Hayes, let us know what way you mean improve on the Joy-Cons, because I think there's a lot of things they can improve on the Joy-Cons. So I'm wondering what specifically you're wanting, because I know Joy-Con drift is real.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, we didn't even talk about that.
Especially with the first Nintendo Switch, that was bad.
Yeah, man, it's still an issue. Like, I have Joy-Cons that I just had to have thrown out. Like I said, I think it's not the biggest issue for me because I'm not like gamer. Like, I'm not like a gamer, but like people who play games a lot, I think the Joy-Cons are really uncomfortable. Like, I think the Switch is great. It's great for people who want to play like more casual games that are like more thinking games or whatever. Like, I play like Pokemon's turn-based, but when I'm like really getting into it, like I'm thinking of like Smash players. Like, you're destroying your Joy-Cons, right? I think there's room for them to make a Joy-Con that has more like something to hold on to, like an actual controller. Yeah, and I mean gamer in a derogatory term, Jake.
I also have this problem. Maybe this is just me. See, that's the thing too, is I'll have problems with my Switch, and I wonder, does everybody have this problem?
Sure, is it just you?
But my Switch, I'll be playing, like the other day I was battling someone. It was Lewis, actually. It was Lewis. I mentioned earlier.
Beautiful.
I battled Lewis. And when I was battling Lewis, I was like clicking, to use a move, and I click fight, and I go to click my next move, and it's not doing anything.
Oh,
and I had to slide my Joy-Con out, hold the sync button again, and then slide it back in and do it. And then when I did that, the other one disconnected. So then I had to slide it out.
No, that happens a lot.
To me. It's not like so much, but it's more than it should.
Totally. No, that's super frustrating.
So that's good to know that's not just a me problem, but like they need to fix that. My Joy-Con should not be randomly unsyncing and syncing and all this. And it's costly too, right? Because in a Pokemon battle, you do have the battle timer and also your personal time. Like, you can run out of time even though the battle hasn't run out of time yet. And that can cost you. So it's
But also dumb. It can cost you literal money because a Joy-Con set is like $60.
Joy-Cons are expensive,
They're so expensive, man. It's like you buy Joy-Cons or a game.
$300 for, I don't remember because it's been a long time since I bought my Switch. I paid, like $300 for the Switch, and now you're telling me that I have to pay $60 because one of the parts on it is crap?
No, it's insane, man. Sky King says they literally burned through 3 sets of Joy-Cons playing Smash with my roommate during the pandemic, and that's what I'm talking about.
Look at this. TJ, Inner Charismatic Dwyer. Lumi, that happened to me in a VGC tourney this weekend and cost me a turn. It was so messed up. Exactly.
That's insane.
Exactly.
And that just takes you out of it, man. That's not fun.
Yeah, and dude, those tournaments, they cost money. I don't know if this was like a local or what, but the regionals cost like $75 to enter, something like that. And so, imagine you spend $75, you're out because, your stupid Switch is made like crap,
Yeah. Dude, the themes would be so nice.
Hey, Soul's in the chat.
Oh, what's he doing?
While he's walking. Hey,
Soul.
Yeah,
I think themes would be great. Joy-Cons obviously need to be a step up. And it does look like the Joy-Cons are bigger, they're taller, whatever. But overall, like, the way it looks, it really is just the same console, which is not even... I feel like it's like, of course it's the same console. Like, the Switch, I'm pretty sure is on... What is it? The second best-selling console of all time? Is that the metric we're working from?
Let's see. Best.
Is it actually the best?
Console.
It would make sense that they wouldn't want to like actually just make a new product. Like, the Switch is it's doing what it needs to do.
It's number 3. According to Wikipedia, it's number 3. PlayStation 2 has sold over 155 million. That's number 1. Nintendo DS has sold 154.02 million. And then the Nintendo Switch is number 3. It has sold 143.42 million.
Okay, I think. Okay, all right, it's up there, man.
Yeah, top 3. That's excellent.
And here's what's really cool is like
only the Wii alone is very impressive.
I think what we might start seeing also is like, from what I've heard, when I'm looking at other consoles, right, PlayStation 5, Xbox, whatever it's called, like, like I feel like games get released for like the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 4, and I wonder if this is going to be one of those situations where the exclusive games will only be available for Switch 2, right? Maybe that's Gen 10, but then like, you know, PLZA, we're all saying, okay, it's definitely coming out for the Switch, but it probably could also come out for the Switch too, you know? Yo,
Young Smokey just sent another $5
heat in the
super chat. I heard the Joy-Cons are electromagnetic and just attach instead of the rail slide-in system. Yeah, I heard that too. That'll be interesting. Look, magnets can sometimes suck, so let's hope that's not good. Let's hope that's not the case, rather. I don't know.
I think there'll be some sort of snapping functionality.
Miss the slide though, because that's how Switch begins their trailers.
They'll change it where it's more like just like where it does something like that instead.
I like that noise. I thought was really good for it. You can't replicate it. It was so good the first time. Then Gendy, who's been a member for 1 month, most dialogue around the Switch successor was hoping for a stronger, more capable console. I don't understand the dissatisfaction, to be honest. I'm not dissatisfied.
I'm not dissatisfied.
I'm not. I mean, look, the Switch is it's an amazing console. Like I said, the issues I have with the Switch aren't really about the console, but with like hardware issues. You know what I mean? So clearly they've made a great console. So yeah, just, you know, like we use this term Super Switch to define like this new Switch, and yeah, a super version of the current Switch sounds excellent to me.
I think there's going to be a lot of functionality that we just don't know about at the moment. I think right now all we're looking at, because here's another thing, the only thing that we've seen, because this is like a leak or whatever, is the handheld. We don't know what the console looks like, you know? We don't even know if it's a dock. What if it's not a dock?
Right.
What if it's literally just a separate unit, and basically the Switch projects, you know, whatever, like it projects the, you know, maybe there's a button or something. I guess maybe there's not a button, but maybe it projects whatever it needs to be onto the console.
There is a new button.
Yeah, where is it? Right here?
Below below the home button. Oh, it's below it.
This one?
The square under it. Yeah.
Where's my Switch? It's charging. Yeah, but it's but yeah, maybe that's this. It would be nice if it's literally a Switch. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Is this a button up here? Oh no, that's the minus.
That's the plus button, plus and minus. There's also there's an extra USB port.
Oh, dude, we didn't. Yes, on top, which is really nice, and I think that's something where certain apparatus could show up. This right here, we didn't even talk about this, but the built-in microphone, that's really cool, man. The fact that there's a microphone screams DS ports. That is like a core DS like hardware function or whatever. There's so many games that would feel incomplete if there were DS ports without a microphone.
Yeah. Oh, and there's also got the touchscreen. There's a lot of current games too that make a lot of sense for that as well. I mean, you know, Among Us, you know, I think maybe Fortnite. I don't know. I'm outside of my area of jurisdiction here, but I think that's like a Wii thing as well. People like to use those kinds of things. Then also, that could be another explainer for the button. The button could be like a mic button, like a mute button, or even like a hold it to talk.
Oh, you're saying so the microphone is used for co-op play?
That's
I'm
what
talking
immediately I thought.
Because what I'm thinking about, and you might be right, but what I'm thinking about is playing Nintendogs and yelling into my microphone, sit, fetch. Like that's what I'm thinking about. You know, the year.
No, that
imagine
makes sense.
The year is 2008.
Could be both.
The year is 2006. whatever.
Yeah,
it
no,
was.
I was just thinking that more and more co-op games seem to be really popular.
Yeah.
So
Zoo
I think
Tommy.
it's a step in the right direction to at least. I mean, the mics very well might be for both, but I think it makes sense that at some point Nintendo's got to add like a mic function so that I can, chat with you while I'm running around with you on.
I think
Gen
that's
10.
what it is. I feel like when the Switch came out, I was watching a video, it was like an analysis of the failure of the Wii U, and it was really that they were like that Nintendo was like losing relevancy. Like I think the Wii U kind of missed the Wii U missed the mark for whatever reason. The Switch 2 came out, and I think it what was it? So basically, the Switch 2 came out, and then the industry,
You mean the Switch?
Yeah, the Switch came out. What did I say? Switch 2? The
Switch 2, yeah.
It already came out. The Switch came out in 2017 or whatever, 16, whatever. And then the years following, like immediately after it came out, the gaming industry has just shifted so much since then with like all the games that are on the horizon right now. Like I feel like Fortnite came out right after, right? And is now just like a default game. Like it's a part of culture, right? There's a lot of games like that. There's a lot of functionality within the gaming space that the Switch just has not caught up to, and I feel like the Switch 2 is an opportunity to, just kind of catch up with the rest of the industry. So a lot of the innovations that we might be seeing really aren't innovations. It's really just like, things like a microphone, being able to play with your friends co-op online. Like I think that is just going to be something. Like I think about the Wii. Is it the Wii? Or the Wii U, where there was basically like a social media app on your Wii U, or maybe the Wii. I didn't have the Wii U.
I never had a Wii U, so I have no idea.
But you could
I don't remember that on the Wii, but like I think back to like, again, talking about nostalgia here and ports and stuff. Think about like PictoChat on the DS.
No, absolutely, man. So I don't know. I'm interested to see like
X and Y had that, didn't they? X and Y had like a little game chat thing that you could do.
It might have, dude. It might have. I know.
Chat.
Oh yeah, maybe you can like send messages to people.
Something. It was like I think it was voice based.
Yeah.
Chat will get on it. They'll know what I'm talking about and send it. Someone in there will. But yeah, I mean it. I don't know. The things I want out of the Nintendo Super Switch is obviously a better engine's good. If they want to do, I do not feel like my Nintendo Switch battery is bad, and I have like a launch era Switch or shortly after launch era Switch. So I don't have a problem with the battery.
Dude, the battery's better than my phone.
That's always good.
The battery's better than my phone battery.
Right.
That's for sure.
I mean, if they want to do a better one, that's great. I'm not necessarily like that is not on my list of like this needs it, but the Joy-Con connectivity, the Joy-Con drift, just the hardware surrounding the Joy-Con needs improvement because it's bad. It really is.
I think I'm just looking again. We talk about we try to stay hopeful. Look towards the future of Pokemon. There's a lot of good opportunity here, man. With the Switch 2, not only being, I just think, dude, like. Scarlet and Violet could have been such a great game, and there are a lot of great things about it, but the performance ain't it, and I understand the performance is not a fault of the Switch, but I like to think that was like, okay, they screwed up 2 years ago. Hopefully they've been building on that engine, right? And then this is just, and then the Switch 2 is just gonna it can upscale or whatever, or they can, sky's the limit, right? I'm hopeful, man. I'm really hopeful.
I am too.
Did you guys see the dog? You guys saw the dog?
Yeah, I see the dog in the back. I think like I don't know. I'm kind of excited for the stuff that we can't get from this. Like you said, there's going to be stuff that they're going to use to market the Switch 2 that we don't know about from these images or from these like little data list or whatever that you have. I'm gonna be honest, y'all talking about the size. I thought the size of the Switch was fine. I was thinking about that too. Be bigger, but in fact, like it being bigger kind of has me a little like, I don't know.
Yeah, dude. So my brain is thinking about if the Switch 2 is even bigger, right? It kind of like is going further into the direction of a home console, right? Because the Switch is a promise of like, home console, It's a fusion between a home console and a mobile gaming system. And if it gets even bigger, I'm not putting that in my pocket. I wasn't before. I'm definitely not now. There's still a convenience to playing it mobile. But I wonder if there could be another SKU down the line that is more closely like associated with the handheld market. If you can just let me dream, I'm just like thinking out loud. I'm not putting any proclamations out there, but just thinking out loud. Like, if there is DS ports, right, on, if that is something that could be achieved, a pseudo dual screen on this new Switch console, what if we get another console that literally is, because it's more compact, it's smaller, actually has that clamshell, and it's essentially, for all intents and purposes, a DS, but they run the same games. I don't really know if that could even make sense at all. I'm just thinking about like the future technology. They even have phones now that flip, right? Like, yeah. I don't know. I'm just thinking. I'm like, what could they do? Is it possible to get a Nintendo mobile console, right? A devoted handheld mobile Nintendo console that could still play some of these. That's still essentially a Switch 2. I wonder. I don't know.
Yeah. That's something that you can have a whole discussion on there too, is like, what are the other Switch 2 models we can eventually get? Like, we have the Switch, we got the Switch Lite, we got the Switch OLED. Like, with these, you can obviously, like, the Lite makes sense, a cheaper version that doesn't dock. They can justify it being cheaper. And it might be a little smaller.
Dude, I'm so excited, man. I'm so excited. I'm getting a TV for back there, and that's where this is where the gaming is gonna happen. I'm so excited.
I have a like giant TV monitor like right here. It's a little off camera, but I'm turning it right now. It and I'm thinking about like mounting it and having it so like when I'm playing, because it's what I play the game on. So like when I'm playing it, it's like this, But
dude, I love it.
Yeah.
Well,
hello, Sunday.
I think I'm gonna let the dog out. She's yapping.
Okay.
But it's been so great to do this surprise live stream with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. You want to do like a couple minutes of Secret Power? I'm going to Wyoming next week.
Nice. Why? Work,
for
pleasure, family.
For pleasure, it's my wife and I's 1-year anniversary, and we.
What made you pick Wyoming? Because I've never like heard like let's go to Wyoming.
There's Jackson Hole is a really trendy place.
Okay.
Pretty cowboy. I can't wait to go to some antique stores. Maybe pick up some cowboy paraphernalia. Some some old stuff like that. Put it on the walls. But we're gonna try to go to Yellowstone as well.
It's very pretty.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty. And then I don't know. So I'm doing that. I'm trying to wrap up this week a bunch of stuff so I can be all ready and just totally unplug.
Yeah.
What are you up to in the next couple weeks?
Nothing. It's fall.
How's the new place?
It being fall. Oh, the new place is great. Been cooking lots of things. I couldn't cook at my last place because our air conditioner didn't work.
Oh,
so whenever I cook, it would legit like raise the temperature like 10 degrees, and then it wouldn't come down from that. And we live in the South, so like it's hot. And so now I'm able to cook, and so I've been cooking lots of things, and that's like my favorite thing in the world, and that's so good. Look, I struggle with anxiety. I've been open about that. So it's nice to have cooking's so nice for that.
I love
because like it literally doesn't let you think about anything bad. You have to think about what you're doing.
Don't burn the rice.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, no, it's been good. Been doing lots of cooking and baking. There's a farm near us that has a pumpkin patch they're opening up on Saturday. So gonna go check out that.
I love that, dude. I just picked up some pumpkin spice Chobani creamer. It's the good stuff, man. There's no like it's literally just milk, sugar, and cream.
Chobani needs to sponsor the pod.
The Chobani creamer is insane. You look at every other creamer product and it's all full of chemicals and oil and like vegetable oil. Did you know that when you drink creamer at home, you're just drinking vegetable oil It's nasty.
100%. My wife likes, I'm gonna shame her for a minute. She likes the like Dunkin' Donuts creamer, which it's good, but
yeah.
like you look at the ingredients on it versus the Chobani one.
Dude, I just discovered the Dunka Latte. Shout out to Jake Steinberg. I thought it was some like BS nothing drink, and it tastes like coffee ice cream, but it's coffee. It's so good.
That's nice.
So good.
We
I
have
told
a
my wife.
Dunkin'.
I finally got it. I told my wife, and she's like, "Oh yeah, you didn't know about those?" I'm like, "No, I didn't."
You didn't
Why has
tell
no one
me
told me
those,
about
wife?
this? Like I
Um,
I live in New England. How do I not know what that is?
we have a Dunkin' literally walking distance from
So
our
good.
apartment.
Yeah,
I
dude,
walked
that's the
over there
best.
this morning to grab Sarah and I a donut because in the morning they're freshly made and all.
Sure.
And I walked in there. I'm wearing my pajamas when I walked in there. And a little bit of a life hack for you. I think that they thought I was homeless, and so they gave me a free donut.
Are you kidding me?
Because I
Bro,
walked
that's
over there, so they
hilarious.
probably saw me not
Your
pull
hair is
up
all
in a
messed
car.
up. That's
And
crazy.
I walk over there. I'm wearing pajamas, like I'm wearing like plaid pajama pants. And I walk in there and I was like, "Hey, can I get 2 donuts?" And the guy
Dude.
rings it up, and it's like 180. And
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, "Huh?" And he goes, "Yeah." He said, "I'm only charging you for 1." I was like, "Cool, thanks."
Whoa, dude.
And then I pay with my app on my iPhone.
Yeah. You're like you whip
friggin'
out like
16
this
or whatever. So.
super expensive phone. Yeah.
But
Dude,
it
insane, man. Well, dude, it's been fun today.
has a little bit before we go. Just a little bit of last minute things to round up. Once again, keep your eye out for our merch because that'll be dropping
dude.
our new
Dude,
Dream
I'm so
Eater
excited.
merch line. I'm
Hold
so
on.
excited too. And then also,
Which one are you gonna get?
I don't know. I feel like I know Soul's gonna get the Mimikyu, so I feel like I'm gonna get a purple or orange just so
I think
look
I'm gonna
a
get
little
the
bit different.
Rotom. I think I want
like
the purple.
the Rotom a lot, but the Haunter is like because Haunter's
Yeah.
classic.
Yeah.
So.
Well, let us know
I
which.
think I'm leaning Haunter.
Yeah, let us know which ones you guys want. I'm telling you, the link will be live. Well, you can go to the web store now. It's shop.hiddenpoweredpodcast.com, but the it'll be live. These shirts will be live tonight. I gotta set them up and launch them.
Also, be on the lookout because over the next few days on our second channel, the Hidden Power Plus, which is where we post clips and like some kind of bonus content that's smaller. We don't really want to be like a podcast episode per se, but we wanted to do it. We have 2 new episodes that we recorded just before we got on here. The reason we were a few minutes late to get on this is because we were wrapping up a recording. So we've got some little rumor or quote unquote leak
We've been
coming up on there.
A lot of those cheaper rumors that we have fun with, we've been throwing up over on this channel. These are long. I mean, they're 20 minutes long. We've been kind of isolating a lot of theories. This one right here, actually, it does. Jake's actually been on this episode a lot. But Necrozma is the villain in Pokemon Legends ZA, and that's the full theory there. We've got some clips. This one's from our conversation with A-Drive earlier in the year.
Just a while ago, yeah.
It was, yeah. Here's some more rumors. Here's a conversation we had with Birdkeeper Toby about the new Pokemon Pocket app. So definitely go check out this channel. We're almost.
It's a great place to relive the show. You know what I mean? Because like a lot of the times we'll just kind of like find or remember a clip from like an episode that we recorded ages ago, and we'll go back and throw it up there. And so it's kind of like a nice way for one, if you're newer to the show, it's like crap, they had this person on, let me see this, and then you can check out the whole episode. But then also like it's nice if you've been here from the beginning or you've been here for a while, you still like there's some cool moments on here,
Totally, man.
Who doesn't want to relive our many amazing conversations with Birdkeeper Toby the goat,
I know, dude. We gotta get him on again. What's he up to? Let's go bother him on Discord.
Let us.
All right.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you soon. We had enough plugs. Buy some merch. Happy Halloween. We'll talk to you soon. Peace.
Thank y'all.
How do I end this? Listen. We're
always
live.
how you end it.
We're live, so I have to press the
end
end
this?
stream. All right, we'll see you guys.
Bye.
And thank you for all the support. Also, before we jumped off,
thank y'all so much.
Thank you so
Y'all
much
been
for the support,
crazy.
guys. All right, see ya. All right, hold on.